this is Steve Shetler Media. Who do I have on the phone lines?
Good morning. Hey, it's Rhonda Vincent.
Oh, it's Rhonda Vincent, everybody! Woo! Hey, we were wondering if you were calling in. I wasn't positive. I never really got a confirmation, so we were waiting. But I'm glad you called in.
Well, me too. They usually call me, so it's like, okay, do I call him? We were in the lurch there for a second. Do I call? Do you call me? Do I call you?
Yeah. Well, here we are. I'm just
love it.
I'm just chatting it up with a Grammy Award winner, a Grand Ole Opry member, the Queen of Bluegrass,
Woo!
Rhonda Vincent. Yeah, glad to have you on the phone. Glad do you usually get up this early on a Wednesday morning?
Well, right about this, yeah, something like that.
I hate it.
It depends if I'm feeding the birds or not. You know?
All right. Oh, you have birds. I have a bird at home too. What do you got?
Well, no, I just mean birds outside.
Oh. We're off to a great start, Rhonda.
I like to watch the bird to see what happens.
You sit at the window and watch the birds.
That's right. Yeah, I watch the birds, and I might have thrown some bird seed out last night just to see. But I mean, it said it was for the indigo bunting and the purple finch. I'm looking for the finches.
Okay.
I've seen the girls, but I haven't seen those beautiful. How vivid the colors are. That indigo bunting and the blue. But I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, very awesome. See, we've got a gray parrot at home that chats it up with us all the time. So yeah.
I would love that. However, I'm never home and it wouldn't get fed. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're coming to Iowa, I like the parrot, but maybe if you swing through Southeast Iowa, we can hook you up with a gray parrot.
Oh, okay.
You're getting rid of your parrot.
I'm getting rid of the parrot live on my show.
And your wife doesn't know.
So we're chatting with Rhonda Vincent. Your group is Rhonda Vincent and the Rage. What we're looking at on the screen. So I don't know if you're familiar with what I'm doing or not, Rhonda. We do a live video stream morning show on Facebook and YouTube. This also goes up on podcast form. So we're live right now on Facebook and YouTube. But my friend Lori King is having a show this weekend, this Saturday in Knoxville, and of course you're the headliner. And I know you're
excited.
You're pretty familiar with Iowa. Why don't you chat us up about this big show coming up?
Well, I'm familiar with Iowa in early mornings because when I was 5 years old, we had a live TV show up in Ottumwa, Iowa, that we would have to drive from. And my mom still lives in Greentop, Missouri, about 15 miles from the Iowa border there in northern Missouri. So we would drive, and that was before we had the roads we have now, so it probably took a little longer. But we would drive from Greentop up to Ottumwa, Iowa, and be live on the radio at 5 a.m. for the Farm Progress Report. So, yes, I totally get it. I'm very familiar with I grew up performing all around Knoxville and Keosauqua. I mean, virtually every town around there. Have great friends in Centerville and well, just all over Iowa. So it's like it's like a home state to me. A lot of friends there, and I'm expecting everybody to show up on Saturday to celebrate. We're excited to get there. We don't play Iowa nearly enough. My mom's going to be there, so I'm excited about that.
Nice, yeah.
And you know what? We're celebrating the 100 years of the Grand Ole Opry. I don't know if you were watching NBC last week, and I'm so thrilled to get to be part of that. This year is a celebration, a continuous celebration of 100 years at the Opry. So we're going to be doing a lot of songs on Saturday there in Knoxville, Iowa, with that are from the Opry. I have a new album called Destinations and Fun Places. And it has a lot of classics on there. I have special guests that I saw there at the Opry last week. Okay. Trisha Yearwood is on there. Jeannie Seeley has not been feeling much. She wasn't there, but she's on my album. And she wrote the title song that gave me the idea for Destinations called I Miss Missouri. So we'll for sure be doing that. Alison Krauss, I was there with her.
Oh, I've heard of her.
On the Opry. And
I've heard of her.
And she will... She's singing on my new album. We do a 7-minute version of Wagon Wheel, and then there's Dolly and Cody Johnson and Sonia, so many more. So we're going to be doing a lot of songs from that. I travel with this world-class band, and it's going to be very exciting to get back to Iowa, and I hope everyone comes to see us.
Yeah,
Share it with your friends. Tell your friends to come join us.
It's going to be a great show. Now, while you were talking about the Grand Ole Opry and the Opry 100 show, I was putting some pictures up on the screen for our Facebook and YouTube viewers. But yeah, you were hanging out in the midst of Carrie Underwood, looks like Lady Antebellum, Clint Black. I see T. Graham Brown in there, maybe Larry Gatlin behind you.
That's right. Yeah, the Gatlin boys. And I was standing. I don't know why. I guess he's not in the picture, but my brother Darren was right beside me.
Yes, I do see him there too.
Where he wandered away from, but he was literally right there. I did a thing, and I said, you'll never guess who I'm standing by. And people were like, oh, my gosh, who are you? Was it Dolly? Who? It was like, it was my brother. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But, yeah, that had to be quite the exciting event to be part of. I saw it. I just saw the numbers as far as viewership. It brought in over 5 million viewers between NBC and Peacock. So lots of people tuning in for the Opry 100 special.
Well, here's a question for you. So there was a finale. I mean, we sang "I Will Always Love You," but we also sang "Will the Circle Be Unbroken." But I heard that was not shown on NBC. Can you see the whole thing? Do you get to see "Will the Circle Be Unbroken" on Peacock, or did they just make it that show and that's all you can see? Well, we need to know somebody who's seen it on Peacock, and we'll have to find out about that.
I've got that at home, so maybe I'll check into that tonight.
Yeah, that would be great.
Again, we're chatting with Rhonda Vincent from Rhonda Vincent and the Rage. Yeah, I mean, you're the queen of bluegrass. You've been doing this for a few years. How many years have you been a professional entertainer?
Well, I've started playing with I grew up in a musical family there in northern Missouri. So technically speaking, I've been a paid performer since I was 3 because I joined the group then.
Nice.
And we, and I always say, people say, when did you choose this? It's like, I didn't really choose it. That's what my family, this was what we did. 5 generations before me, played music in the Vincent family. And then, at 3, I joined the group, and we had this TV show, and we had a radio show, and we made our first recording. So I was, besides 2020, I can't think of a single year or moment that we weren't performing. And I thought, this is probably something that I've never, just to chill out and not do anything, not to know you don't have a show to do, because we were always like either taping the radio show in advance because we had to do a show that weekend, because it was on Saturdays, like the worst time in radio. Saturdays at 6:15 was when our radio show was on.
Okay.
But, but I mean, we had to record that if we weren't going to be there live. Now, so, I don't remember. We never taped the TV thing. I think that was always live.
Okay.
I'll constantly performing. My dad would pick me up from school every day, and we played till dinner. And after dinner, friends came over. So if we weren't doing a show, there were people at our house, and it's kind of like a jam session, I guess, or a music party.
Yeah.
And that sounds really fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. Does it drive you to crazy? If you ever have any downtime, are you kind of going crazy at home?
I would. If I'm home, I'm like, I've got to go.
Yeah.
It's time to get back on the road. Yeah, I've been on the road for so many years. So.
Is it gonna? If you ever get to thinking about retiring, is that ever going to be a thing, or do you just plan on never going to retire?
Grandpa Jones literally keeled over dead on the Grand Ole Opry. That's I want to do the same thing.
That's the way to go.
You know what? And here's Grandpa Jones. Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rhonda Vincent, kafud.
Kaboom. Yeah. No, I don't ever want to retire. I can't see myself doing that. I guess there could be, depends on what his plans are for me. And when I want to go to RhondaVincent.com if you want to get more information about the show tonight or about our music. Everything's there. Like this new project we have, it's not only on CD, but it's also on this little USB-C drive. And it's a picture of me, so you can pop my head off, and it's a USB. If you pop my legs off, it's a USB-C. So be sure to check that out when you get there.
All right. So, again, we're chatting with Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, along with Lori King and Junction 63, performing this Saturday, March 29th, 7 p.m. Doors open up at 6 at the Knoxville Performing Arts Center in Knoxville, Iowa. You can see the tickets and information on your screen right now. Probably go to junction63.com for more information, or contact Lori King and get more information there and order your tickets. Well, Rhonda, I know you're probably itching to watch those birds outside this morning.
I'm actually getting ready. We're on the Grand Ole Opry tonight. I'm actually going to go get ready for that and to head your way. We're going to Bristol, Tennessee, and then Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and then Knoxville, Iowa, and then Stillwater, Minnesota. So it's a big weekend, and I got to go get ready for that.
Do it. Well, we thank you for taking the time to call in this morning, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. A fun interview, and best of luck on the Grand Ole Opry tonight and your swing up into the Midwest this weekend. Have a great show on Saturday.
Thank you so much. Blessings to you all.
Thank you. Again, that is Grammy Award winner Rhonda Vincent calling in this morning. You know, like we mentioned yesterday, Neil, the Grammy Award winners just lining up. They want to be part of just another morning show. Can you blame them?
I mean, who's going to be next?
Well,